everyone. Welcome to the SD podcast brought to you by Kick Labs, straight out of North County, San Diego. My name is Victor V, joined by my brother and co host, Smoke Dog. And if you're new to this platform right here, thank you so much for joining us. We are a San Diego sports podcast, so we're going to be covering and talking a lot of Padres, but also a lot of sports in general, man. Of course, we are diving in on this episode right now to a little bit of playoffs, a little bit of soccer, and if you guys are a little familiar with this platform, you know we have a little segment we like to call ASMR, where we unbox and reveal some sports memorabilia cards. So thanks again for everybody tuning in. Shout out to the Instagram, shout out to the YouTube, Odyssey, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're tuning in. Much appreciated, man.
Indonesia, Australia, Taiwan. Shout out all you guys, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Shout out to the people from the Philippines, bro, because they've been tuning in hard. So thank you.
Dude.
Smoke, let's run it, bro. Where do you want to start?
Oh man, breaking news! Some exciting news. I wanted to wait for the show to start to tell you as well. The Chargers have a new part owner. Do you know who that is, Vic?
No, honestly, I haven't even heard the news.
Yeah, so the Chargers have a new part owner. It is LaDainian Tomlinson, LT himself.
Whoa.
Yes, dude. He owns part of the Los Angeles Chargers. I think he owns 15%. I'm not exact, maybe 12. But yeah, dude, new owner of the Chargers, LT.
Kind of like an ambassador?
I mean, I don't know, because Tom Brady owns the Raiders. What does that mean? Does he get to call the shots? No.
No, not really. Yeah, okay. Yeah, dude, because there's a lot of moving parts with sports. Even, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the soccer realm, but Carlos Vela, who used to play for LAFC, he's just announced his retirement, and now he's going to be part of the front office as a representative of the LAFC camp. So it's kind of cool. You know, going from a player to like a front office. I mean, you got Buster Posey up in San Francisco doing kind of something similar.
Would you rather be front office personnel as a former player, or would you rather be owner?
Whoa, that's tough, dude. I mean, I think everybody eventually wants to be an owner, even if it is a minor league team.
I don't know if it's everybody, but yeah. And that's a lot of responsibility.
But just getting your feet wet, you know, understanding the business behind baseball or just any sport in general. Like the front office, it's a whole different game than just being on the field and you know getting across and developing your sport.
Yeah, you're almost like the coach for the Scouters. The Scouters work 365. I've seen a few movies. I can't really name one offhand. The one with Clint Eastwood and Justin Timberlake.
Trouble with the Curb.
Amy Adams, that's what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie. But
I
yeah,
like that movie.
Scouts are literally, they live and die looking for the next big thing. And it's crazy. As a front office person, in my mind, you got to kind of be their coach.
Oh yeah, dude, and they don't get paid enough. I mean, yeah, you get your travel and your food expenses covered, but that you're technically homeless.
What about other players who left their profession and became other things like Randy Johnson and Ken Griffey Jr.? They're sports photographers.
See, the one with Ken Griffey Jr. being a sports photographer, that was crazy because he doesn't only do baseball. He does all other sports.
I
And
think Randy Johnson does football too.
and they still get the recognition. They're like, yo, you're a badass motherfucker. So it's pretty sick, dude. I mean, it's not always front office. It really is just what your calling is. If your calling is in the office, if your calling is doing videography or mental health
Announcing,
awareness
hit us
coach,
up,
yeah,
you know,
whatever, dude. I
shit.
mean, because that's another avenue, dude. A lot of other players,
Mud.
they
Mudley.
become broadcasters or
Nomar
TV.
Garcia Pyro. There's a few. Derek
Yeah.
Jeter. Oh yeah, fucking Dave. I guess all of them.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's either TV or office or it just depends what resonates with you, and just pursue it to the fullest, bro. Like, never half-ass anything.
Yeah. And speaking of half-assing, that dude, as a fan and as a player, not a professional, but that one guy who made 4 errors in like 3 games, 2 errors in 1 inning. He was crying on the field. He's a Marlins guy. Suck it up, Buttercup. There's no crying in baseball. You're already at the big leagues. You'll get it, you know? So knock it off.
All right, man. Well, let's dive in.
I can't really feel sorry for him. Do you?
No, honestly, I
we
can't say
go.
that I do, bro. I understand that the emotions ride highs, especially when you're trying to make a name for yourself, but that's part of the game, bro. I mean, it's happened to me plenty of times in the field. It's happened to Smoke plenty of times in the field, and it's like It sucks and it hurts, and you think about it for like maybe 3 minutes straight, but you just gotta shake it off, dude. Next
Yeah.
play.
There's weeks where I've been shitty. I mean, there's weeks where he struck out 3 in a row. You know, he still shows up the next week. You know, you just gotta shake it off. Obviously, we're not playing in that level, and I'm sure the pressure is way more maximum. But man, you know, you make a few errors. Yeah, you're gonna dwell on it, but you gotta shake it off. That's kind of what you're kind of taught.
100%, dude. And let's just go right in, dude. This Marlins series, I think it was great, man.
Oh, I think
was
it was
great.
exciting. That was the most exciting baseball I've seen in a while.
Yeah, honestly, and it started Tuesday, not necessarily because of the errors, but they were a huge part of that game. But just the whole entire series in general. Monday, I feel like the Padres were kind of getting back into shape,
We almost
but
swept 'em.
it was on Tuesday that they really showed out, dude. I mean, Kolek, bro, starting off the game, first inning, 38 pitches, 6 runs.
Didn't flinch.
How do you try to come back? First inning,
I got
6
one.
runs down.
I got
dude.
one word: fog. That's how.
Dude, honestly-
I think our pitching coach talked some sense to him. Like, this is what you did wrong this inning. This is what you can do right.
And he bounced back, dude. After that first inning, Kolek was a gem. And the offense showed out, dude. They showed out. They tied it up. And, man, freaking Jackson Merrill putting it over the 8-6.
What about Gavin
Crazy.
Sheets? What about Gavin Sheets?
Hey, I'm not saying Sheets didn't do any work, bro.
You know what's
He's been
crazy,
hot.
though? I'm thinking like the coach really ain't giving Sheets too much love. It's like, dog, that fool was like been our backbone for a minute.
Well, since we're speaking on his name, bro, I think at this point they should extend Sheets to like a 2-year contract. We need a power hitter like him in the squad, and I mean, there hardly are any available. I mean, I don't really care about the left field position right now. Just filling that DH spot, because Campy ain't gonna do it. If we could sign and extend Sheets right now, that would ease a lot of Padres fans. I mean, yeah, I get it. Left field, yeah, the catcher position, but we still need a DH.
I'm gonna use your lines. Let's dive right into it. You know, would you rather be on a team making money, because he's not going to get offered a big contract with the Padres, but we are in contention to be a winning team? Or do you want to do like Soto did, unhappy and went for the money? Like he's physically, visibly, player status, unattached to the Mets. He doesn't want to be a Met. He's there for the money only, and you can see it, and it sucks because he's a good ball player, and he's wasting his talent because of money. And Gavin Sheets, is he going to ask for top dollar from the Padres because he's not going to get it? We can't afford him. Not that he's not worth it. Or is he willing to take a pay cut and be on a team that's going to win?
Yeah, I would give him like 2 years, $9 million, with maybe some type of bonus.
Incentive.
Yeah, because it's worth it, bro. I mean, because his role would be just straight DH, maybe a utility player, but what he is a DH, bro. He's a great power hitter.
So I also heard today that the injured list of the Dodgers pitchers is more than the salary of 6 teams. And I know one of them is the Rays, one of them is the Guardians, I think the Athletics. I forgot the other 2, but man, their injured reserve list is as expensive as these teams' full rosters.
And that's what's crazy, bro. And I keep hearing the word a little bit more now float around is load management, bro. We spoke about it here before, but now it's everywhere, dude. Because it used to be just a basketball thing or a football thing, but I mean now when you click it in and how they're dividing things in MLB, I think it might be a thing, bro. Especially for a roster that's paying that much money like the Dodgers are.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right. You know, I mean, look at Sandy Alcantara came back from a Tommy John surgery. He's not looking too hot. He didn't do too well against us. Does that make you nervous about Musgrove when he comes back from Tommy John?
No, I'm not ever worried about Musgrove, bro. He's a horse. He's a champ. He could do it. He could he could do it, bro. He's almost a tiger, bro. Like he is a champ. The one injury right now swindling the Padres that might be a little bit worrisome.
Don't say King.
It is King, bro. But you know what? I'm gonna say more Darvish because he should be back in the squad by now.
Well, you said low management, so you made me not worry about Darvish because of that. I think he is ready. I think you're just waiting.
Yeah, and
That's what I'm thinking.
And same with King. I think maybe he slept wrong, but now they're exaggerating it where they're like,
It
nah,
was
bro.
his birthday. I think he's injured because it was his birthday.
100%, dude. The load management, bro.
You gotta
Because,
be a
like, first
G.
of all, like, the scapula, like,
That is
worst
the inner,
excuse.
That is the inner. That's not even what you don't. I don't even think. I don't even know if it has a pain threshold. I don't know. If it's a pain
It does, dude. And, I mean, I went to school. I'm a massage therapist, so I know all about the fucking scapula.
Ladies,
Trust me.
DMs later.
It's not somewhere that you could get injured. Is it gonna pull tension? Yes. There is no nerves there, or like tendons or shit like that. So it's nothing major, bro. In reality, if they want Michael King to get back in order, if they really are, quote unquote, because they supposedly took him to the doctor today, all they have to do is just get a great massage therapist and physical therapist,
I
and
know a guy.
they'll get him back together, bro. It's not that big of a deal. They're just load managing, bro. So they're gonna extend this so that he could probably miss it all the way up to like the All-Star break. Maybe 2 weeks before the All-Star break, he'll pitch again. But they just want him to rest up, dude. They want all of these guys, knowing that we have such a short pitching depth, and we're not gonna get any arms at the trade deadline. I'm gonna break it to you right now. It's not gonna happen. We might get a bullpen guy, but we're not gonna get no more starting pitching.
They said Preller's actively looking for a left fielder.
Yeah.
So,
we're not gonna get any pitching,
yeah,
bro.
We're not getting no pitching.
So if they could load manage King, they could load manage Darvish until like after the All-Star break. That's what they're looking for, bro. I mean, this is our team, this is our squad, this is what we have, and we can't really add much to it because the Padres don't have the money for it.
That's the damn truth. We don't have the money for it. We don't play that deferral stuff. I actually found out. Didn't I say it last week that this is the last year that they're paying Darryl Strawberry. The Mets are paying Darryl Strawberry from like the '80s.
Wow, what? I didn't know that, dude.
Deferrals are real, bro.
Yeah, because there's that one guy from the Angels that has something similar. Like that fool's always injured.
Vladimir Guerrero or something like that.
No, from the Angels. You're talking about the Bluebirds.
Oh yeah.
No, I forget his name, dude. But I'm sure everybody out there knows his name. But every single year he gets paid, and he never plays because he's always injured. And I'm not talking about the huge superstar that they got out there. I'm talking about some other guy in the squad.
Wow. And so do you think that Trout's doing it on purpose?
Maybe, but I don't think so, bro. He hustles, but he's up in age also, and you know his track record just shows that he's injury prone.
I would say if he is injured, milk it. Even if you are healthy, work that contract. Finish your career somewhere else. Someone's gonna want you. He's a great player. He's probably a great players player. What I mean by that is he can coach other players. You know what I mean? He's a great teammate.
Oh yeah, if he wants to stay in the West Coast, Giants, maybe
I don't think the
Seattle.
Padres wouldn't get him. I don't think the Dodgers would get him.
No,
They would get him because they have the money. That's the only reason why the Dodgers.
but they don't need Trout,
sitting
dude.
on the bench.
He's
be
beyond his
happy.
prime. So it would be either Seattle or San Francisco
It'd be
or
cool
some
for him
East
to go to the
Coast
Giants. He
team.
would look cool in the Giants.
Maybe a Detroit Tiger. I don't know.
You're seeing him in orange, right?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just see that fool playing somewhere else.
White Sox, baby.
Yeah. Well,
The pinstripes.
I feel like we skipped out a little bit on reviewing what happened over the weekend since last time we had a show.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
These Padres went 4-6. They took 2 from Atlanta. They could have been 3, and they took 2 from Miami. They could also have been 3. And they only didn't take 2 from they only took 2 from Atlanta just because Michael King was injured on his birthday, and then it was Sean Reynolds who started, and then it just
Hey, shout out Sean Reynolds, though,
Went
man.
all over
He
the
did an
place.
okay job.
Oh, yeah.
You know, shout out Sean Reynolds, man. Way to step up, on a, on-call notice. Speaking about notice, they're starting to notice what you've been saying since the beginning of the season. American League may have the Padres number.
oh, you saw the stat?
Yeah, but what's really cool is you're also seeing the schedule. We're facing nothing but National League teams
Then the whole next month.
this month, and a lot of them are our rivals. So I'm ready for the Dodgers, been ready for the Rockies, Arizona, bring it on, San Francisco 40 what? No, they're not Giants to us. They're whiners. Actually, no. I like the Giants.
I like the Giants too, dude. I mean, especially when they had that hot run at the early like 2010s. You know, they got the 3 World Series
The
rings.
the Posey PV area.
Yeah.
Or no, it wasn't PV. It was
no,
Lincecum.
it was this one pothead pitcher, dude. He was
Lincecum?
fucking nuts. I don't remember his name, but he had the long hair,
Lincecum.
dude.
Tim Lincecum.
Well, I just know he was in the cover of High Times.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro. Like that
don't know if
was
that was
crazy. Yeah, no, it's one of
He
the
had
coolest
that dude,
pitchers.
the beard. It was Brian Wilson, the guy with the crazy fucking dark beard.
You sure it's not Crawford?
No, dude. We're talking about the World Series dynasty Giants, right?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of talent, dude. Plus, you know, back in the day, they had Barry Bonds, also
Well,
a
I
great
think
player.
Was PV a part of that Giants? Because I know he was a Giant for a time.
No, Pee Wee wasn't there.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, but great talent with the Giants, bro. I mean, honestly, they're a better and bigger dynasty than the Dodgers could ever be. But the Dodgers, you know, they're the Dodgers, so we'll give them that, bro. They got Ohtani.
Yeah, you know, and they're gonna get whoever they want. That's the Dodgers.
Yeah, but I mean, these Padres, they're starting to play good baseball, and again, it showed against the National League teams. They took 7 out of 8 or 6 out of 7. I can't really remember the fucking numbers, but
We won them. We won the majority.
all they did was just lose one game against Atlanta this whole entire season, basically, until they maybe face them towards the end of the season. But they got it, bro. It's in the bag. And with Miami, with the Fish, it was just a trip, dude. It was like a whole up and down. They should have lost.
That was a
2
fun game,
games.
dude. I actually really enjoyed that series. Like, damn, I'm sure Marlins fans enjoyed it as well. Like, that was fun to watch. You never knew who was gonna win. Like when we were up 6-0 or 6-1, I already knew like the game was not over. You know, you can already feel it in the air. Like, no, it's not over. It was a moist environment. I guess the Fish got inspired because it was moisture in the clouds, but. Man, any other day the Padres, you know, have their number, but it was a fun series.
Yeah, and how about the Padres going into Monday for Memorial Day and coming out with the win in extra innings, something that they haven't been able to do this whole entire season, dude.
That's the Padres, baby.
Yeah, so shout out to Tyler Wade, bro. He's the star of that game. I mean, Manny Machado was the one that got on base, but Tyler Wade is the one that delivered, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to the knock. I think it was Luis Arias, maybe, who brought him in, or Gavin Sheets. I can't remember.
I think that was the wild pitch. I think that was one of those.
It was the wild pitch.
Yeah,
You goddamn right, dude. But either way, man, you get the runs, you get the wins as ever you can get them. Cause
So we had 2 wild pitch victories. Tatis did one, and then Wade did one. Don't get scared when we're on the bases, because you slip, we score.
yeah, bro, these Padres they come around, especially when they're facing the NL, because the AL. They got some homework to do, bro. And again, these Padres, they do not get hot until the second half of the season, August, September. That's when they do the most damage. It doesn't matter if you're AL.
So you're telling
NL.
me they're not even hot yet.
Oh, hell no, they're not.
Oh, they're not even hot.
The only
yet.
person that's hot right now at the bat is Gavin
Is this
Sheets.
guy right here? Oh, Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets is hot, dude. I've been eating nothing but Jack in the Box because of him the last couple of days.
Hey, shout out home run Sheets.
Yes, sir.
Holy shit, as long as he doesn't sheet the bed. Thank you,
Oh
Glenn.
man.
But no, you know what? There's other sports in San Diego besides the Padres.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
give a shout out to the Wave.
Wave,
Man, 5-2, 5-1.
dude, killing it. The ladies are on fire.
Second place.
Second place in the standings. Oh my god, dude. And another soccer team in town, SDFC, who is also in second place.
Hey, let's go.
Crazy week for them, to be honest, bro, because they played on Saturday, they played on Wednesday,
Yesterday.
and now they're playing again on Saturday.
So that's not normal for a soccer team to do that?
Hell no, dude. That's 3 games in 1 week.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, no, it's super hard. But either way, man, shout out to the boys. They fell short a little bit on Wednesday,
They
but
were looking tired. That was a beautiful goal. I watched that game.
understandable, dude. And then to just completely annihilate the Galaxy, dude. Once again, I mean, I'm sorry for the fans. They were a little butthurt out there. And yeah, I think everybody saw the videos. We're not going to give it too much time. But I'll give you this, you know. So I guess this beef started up in L.A., and it all started with a flag. I'm not gonna get again too much into it, but somebody stole a flag. Somebody started talking smack, and therefore there was a battle up in Snapdragon Stadium.
Yeah, I saw the footage. Didn't know what it really was about. LA and SD have rivalry. I think it's a friendly rivalry. It's a sports rivalry. It's a beautiful city. They love San Diego. That's why they come down here. I don't think it should get that personal. Represent your team, but whatever. I don't know where this stems from, but I'm still a SDFC fan all day. So let's go.
Yeah. So shout out to both the teams, man. They're doing great, and we just appreciate it, man. I mean, we know that there's the college teams are also in their playoff run right now.
So I found out San Diego State, the women's softball, they did win their tournament or whatever. They're not qualified for the College World Series.
That's crazy.
I'm calling, that's kind of some BS, dude. Like, if you won the best of your division, you're the best of the best in your tournament, why can't you get a ticket to the playoffs? You know what I mean? Or something.
It's kind of messed up, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, the
and
boys
I'm sure
squad.
they're not the only team. So.
Yeah, the men's squad made it. And also USD. They ended up getting their cup. They made it. So it's kind of rough that the females don't get the same love.
Yeah, kind of shitty because I was looking at the first day of the college softball women's is today, and so I was hoping to see San Diego State Aztecs, but they're not. They weren't invited to the dance, which is kind of bullshit. We got the best prom in the city.
Damn.
But yeah, whatever. So another cool stuff, baseball wise, before we get into other things, they are gonna bring back the Polo Grounds. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I play the show. It's a crazy old school way of a stadium, and they're gonna bring it back in New York, and they're gonna do a seasonal celebration game there, kind of like they do the Field of Dreams game.
I didn't see that. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, "You mean like the Field of Dreams?" Because that's kind of a little cool thing they've been doing the last couple of years.
Once the show's over, I'll show you the Polo Grounds. I'll show you what it looks like. Dude, it's crazy. Dude, a foul ball could be a foul ball or a home run. Like, that's how different this. Anyways, that's really cool. They're gonna bring it back in 2027. So look out for that. What else do I got before we have some fun? The 8-6 win. Yeah, the 8-6 win. What you're talking about was historic. That was the first time this century
Shout out to
that a
Kolek.
starting pitcher has ever done that. Gave up 6 runs in the first inning, came back and won the game. So he did get the win. First time since 1997, I believe, that they were saying, and that's pretty cool. So that's just the Padres for me. My mentality, the Padres were never out of it. I'd rather a close game than a blowout because you saw what happened with a blowout. That's kind of same as a Charger fan. So, I'm both.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody on the Instagram. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube. We do see everybody tuning in, and we do see some of the comments that are coming in. So much appreciated. We're gonna get to those pretty soon.
What is that? Is that Triple OG Comics? Did you know that they won the giveaway and they were actually at the game? Oh my goodness! They sent us some pictures. It was super amazing. It was the Memorial Monday game.
That's right, and then that was the extra innings game. So shout out to Triple OG
Did
Comics.
They stay?
They were there the whole entire game, bro. They actually I don't know if it was I don't know who it was from the two of them, but one of them got the footage of the winning scoring run by Tyler Wade at home plate, dude. So shout out to the boys, dude. You're gonna see them right here real quick.
Dude.
Bam. If you guys haven't yet, check out Triple OG Comics, man.
Dude, I read the Tamale guy, dude. Super good. A lot of cliffhangers. I can't wait for the fucking next one. Let's go.
Yeah, that's one of the images coming through you right there. And this is the main and best one right here, in my opinion. Bam, right next to the seats, dude. You can see the field in the back. Yeah, shout out to the boys, bro. I'm glad you guys had a blast. You enjoyed yourself. And you could even see he's rocking that hat, so. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to Ish. Shout out to Vince. Appreciate you, boys.
Men of our words. The giveaway, you get to go, man. It's just send us the pictures. Hell yeah. Shout out Triple OG Comics once again.
Yeah, and so, since we were on the image tip and we were about to segue to, a little bit more fun in the sports cast, this is something that we don't necessarily cover too often, but, it's kind of close to me. I got to give a big shout out to Isaac Del Toro. He ended up winning. I forget what the race is called, but it's like Giro d'Italia or something like that. So
how long is it? Tell me how long it is.
Man, I know it's a lot of goddamn kilometers. I don't know how many miles, to be honest, dude. But homeboy right here, dude, coming from Ensenada, Baja California. doing the thing, bro. That they say Mexicans don't really get enough love, especially in sports like this, where it's cycling. But he's putting it down, dude. Super young. He's 21, 22, early 20s for sure. And he's just putting in work, bro. So congratulations to him. And I can't wait to see what he does, man. Maybe he could get the Tour de France. We will wait and see, bro. But shout out to Isaac del Toro, bro.
Shout out. Hey,
Keep it up.
is that Concada still going on?
CONCACAF?
Yes.
It's about to start, dude. Yeah, it's about to start.
It's gonna run through Snapdragon, right?
I believe so, dude. Yeah, so Snapdragon is hosting the CONCACAF Championship with Vancouver and Cruz Azul. That one's gonna be epic. It's coming up next month in June. So
Dude, how much are tickets? We should fucking go.
I'll be down, to be honest, dude.
That'd be cool,
Don't fucking
dude.
tempt me right now.
Dude,
Slow,
that'd be
goddamn.
cool. I would love to.
Yeah, and shout out to Louis, dude, because I know he fucking loves Cruz Azul, and
Bring
he'll
the
be down to
kickers,
go.
Bring the whole laboratory, man.
Man, dude, a lot of cool things, bro. I mean, you got CONCACAF coming. You got in November, you got the Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, WWE, baby.
Dude, San Diego's
Don't get me started.
coming together, and it's on the map, bro. But aside from San Diego, we do have a little bit of playoff talk. Gonna be brief and quick, but we got the OKC Thunder moving on to the finals.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. And to be honest, and I see them as the champs, bro. They're gonna be the future champs.
Indiana Pacers, man. I'm an underdog for life.
And
I'm going for the Pacers.
They're gonna end up making it too, bro. So it's gonna end up being Pacers versus Thunder.
I'm going for the Pacers, dog. You know, I'm a West Coaster for life, but I mean, we've already know as a OKC fan, if you are, as a West Coast fan, they've already tasted success. Pacers are due, and they're hungry.
No,
so.
I could respect that, bro. I could definitely respect that. Personally, I'm gonna go with the better team in the statistical way. OKC in 5 games, dude.
Hey, at least you're saying it's gonna be a tournament. It's gonna be a series.
Yeah. Well, actually, 6 games. Scratch that. 6 games.
All right,
Even
well,
better.
I say Pacers in 3. They're gonna underestimate them.
Well, I think you gotta win 4 games.
4?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Pacers in 5 then.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
sure
No.
they'll win.
Thunder in 6, and we'll see, bro. It's gonna be
Because
pretty
you say
exciting.
the Thunder already won, so they're taking steps off. In my idea, when you have a bye, you kind of slow down a little bit the momentum. When you are ready to go, you lose. Now you're here. You're just still going. You kind of forget.
Not necessarily, dude. So
Not
the
necessarily.
Thunder just won yesterday. The Pacers play tonight actually, and they're probably gonna end up passing over the Knicks. Let's be honest, the Knicks, they kind of fell off. So it's gonna end up being Indiana versus
I thought
Kansas
the
City.
Pacers played yesterday.
No, they played tonight. No, Thunder played yesterday.
Thunder versus who?
Versus
Timberwolves, right?
Timberwolves. Yes, that's right, Minnesota. Yeah, so it's gonna be exciting, bro. The NBA is finally here. The finals are right around the corner, and same with the NHL, dude. Hockey. The Florida Panthers moved on, dude,
I think it's the Panthers' year, but you never know.
and the other team is also almost about to advance, which I think is the Oilers versus the Stars. So
Dallas.
it's probably gonna end up being the Oilers, to be honest. They have a similar record to like the Pacers versus the Knicks, so I foresee the Panthers versus the Oilers. And I think I said at the last podcast, man, I think the Panthers are just gonna be back-to-back champions. So
He's
it's gonna be
calling
crazy.
He's calling Panthers victory Stanley Cup. He's calling OKC NBA Finals trophy.
Yes, sir.
I'm calling Pacers get the trophy and Panthers get the cup.
Okay, all right.
So
Hey,
you know,
halfway there. Let's get it.
we'll
Dude.
see.
Hey, man. Before you know it, this podcast is gonna end up becoming sponsored by like DraftKings or something. Because like,
It's
hey,
gonna
we
be
got
down low,
we,
low bonding. It's
we
sponsored by
got some good odds
DraftKings.
out here. Holy crap, bro.
Hey, pick either one of us. We're both very different.
Yeah. But speaking about odds, man, we do have the ASMR segment coming up. So shout out to everybody once again. And I don't know, man. Personally, I kind of want to grab another beer because I feel like I've
You
been
want a
dry. Yeah, yes, sir. I much appreciate it, man. And just like you guys, much
Budweiser,
appreciate.
the unofficial sponsor of the SD podcast, but the official sponsor of the MLB baseball.
Yeah, so big shout out to everybody on the YouTube, Instagram, and to everybody who tunes in week out, man. And if you guys have images of you at the game, some gear from the game, make sure to shoot it over to the SD Podcast and we'll display it out here while we're live. And you can see it later on the YouTube.
Yeah, see, we had. I'm glad the giveaway happened because we had to free up our table space because there's a lot of stuff gonna happen. So if we get busy again, we might do another giveaway. Maybe not today, but you never know.
Yes, sir. And on that note, we are going to get to the unboxing, the unwrapping of these cards right here. And we got some cool stuff. Aside from the unboxing, we are going to share some of our personal collections with you guys. So stay tuned, bro.
Stay
Smoke, I'm going to let you do the honors. I'm going to switch the cameras. So I'm going to be off this camera for a minute. We'll start with that and then show off a little bit of your collection, bro.
Cool, yeah. I'll open this up too while you're at it so it doesn't take a while when we do it live. I'll open this up right now.
Cool.
Though.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
So this is what
Ladies
we're
and gentlemen,
doing.
here we go.
Boom. We're gonna open this. We're gonna switch cameras. If you guys are not seeing this, go check out the Kick It Labs live SD podcast. We're on right now. So I'm cracking it right now. Oh gosh, dude, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm gonna show you afterwards. So we got Freddie Peralta. Freddie Peralta right here. Corbin Carroll. Jake Bloss. Tyreek Skubal. Isaac Padres. Anthony Velope sliding into home. Hopefully he was safe on that one. PCA. Preet Crow Armstrong. Jose Berrios from the Jays. We got the whole Seattle Mariners. That's a team that I don't want to see a whole of right now all of a sudden. Gavin Sheets as a White Sox. That's a cool one. Clay Holmes as a White Sox. It's another cool one. All right, the big one is Jace Jung rookie card, 25th anniversary from the Tigers. That one right there. And then the star of the show, MLB Mike Trout. That's what we got right there. MLB stars Mike Trout. So that's what we're working with on this little pack. But hey, we are not done yet. We are just getting started. Victor V is coming back, and he's got something for you boys as well. So thank you for tuning in. And also, let me show you one of my favorites for the moment. This is one of my favorites. This is a Jackson Merrill rookie card, All-Star Game holographic. One of my favorites. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man, a lot of cool stuff coming on this. We like I said, we're kind of new to this bullshit right here, which is like card unveiling. But I just opened up that Series 1 2025 pack,
Ooh,
which is
sexy.
Which is crazy, dude, because like I'd never seen this hanger before in my life, and I just started doing some research on YouTube. So hangers are bangers, I guess. I don't really know, but this pack right here comes with 59 cards. So we'll see what we get, bro, out of this 59. Hopefully
Hangers
some cool
are bangers.
stuff. Hopefully a signature at least, bro. That'd be sick. All right, so let's see what we got. I'm not gonna read through the names, but I'm just gonna start flipping through the cards. All right, you got okay, Mr. Jake Cronenworth. Bam, we already had that card before, so it's kind of cool. And for all you guys that are new to this, these white cards, they're called base cards. So that's kind of cool. We got a Yankee right here, Anthony Volpe, a little panoramic. That's kind of cool. Oh, Future Stars, PCA again, dude. I don't know if that's the one that you just pulled right now, but that's pretty sweet. That's money. Okay. We got the City Connect. Bam. Dude, these are okay. Another side one. JJ Blede. Okay. That might be worth something right there. Dude, the way these things smell right off the freaking box,
Get
brand
you high,
new.
right? Get you high.
Oh, okay. This one's kind of cool. You got Let me read it.
You gotta
American
know
League leaders.
Who are they? Who are they? Read them off.
It says Witt, Vladdy Guerrero, and Judge. This one might be worth something right here, dude. And it's got a cool little tone to it.
It's worth everything to me because you pulled it.
All right. Ooh, another future stars, dude. Even Evan Carter, Texas Rangers. Bam, bam. Oh, another
Ooh,
three.
what is that?
Skewball, Barrios, and Lugo. Okay. AL. Salute.
Excuse
Then
me.
we got the Braves. Salute.
Excuse
Jorge
me.
Soler.
Jorge, you made me
Ooh,
sneeze.
Sandy Alcantara. We've had that guy before. Okay. Bam, bam. Oh, okay. Interesting. Teoscar Hernandez.
Ooh, dale, way.
Oh, all right. Now it's flipping.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
I don't know which way to go. Oh,
Oh, you're
holy
giving up the good
shit,
stuff. You're
dude.
giving up the good stuff.
Tyler Ward. I don't know what you call that right there, but that is kind of
It's a prism.
oh.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Brian Hunter. It looks like a prism, huh? I don't know. What,
Paul Skeens?
no, this is Carl, whatever the hell his name is.
Fucking Carl.
Got another Mike Trout. Bam. Bryce Harper. Bam. I've had that. Shohei Ohtani. Bam. Have had that. Paul Skeens. Bam. Have had that. But you got Bobby Witt Jr. on the 35th anniversary
Ooh,
Royals.
Look at the back of the card.
That
That's
one's
old
sick right
school.
here.
I
Okay,
love the old school.
that's worth it. We got Garrett Cole. Ooh, another future stars. Bam, sick with it. Ooh, okay. This pack is actually a banger. Not gonna lie, dude. So far, digging
one
it.
Padre there.
Hey, I'm not worried, dude. It's about the value. Another future stars. Whoo, bam.
Oh, speaking of Padres, 2 and 1.
There you go. And I actually have this card in my collection, so this one's pretty sick. Might be part of the giveaway if you guys want it. If not,
It's on
Let us know.
It's in Smoke's collection.
bam, bam, bam. Ooh, I have this in my collection right here too, dude.
Ooh, batting title.
Batting title or batting average leaders, which is kind of similar to the one that we have over here with Vlad Guerrero, but the one with Vlad is the AL, and now we have the NL. Dude, this pack is slapping so
Dude.
far. Look at that.
Look at
Whew.
all these cards, man. They're beautiful.
59 cards, man, on this pack.
I gotta give me one.
And
of
we
those.
got Marcel Osuna. And lastly, we got Freddie Peralta from the
Freddie
Brew Crew.
Peralta, dude.
Yo,
Wow, that is a beautiful.
this was a
stack.
great pack right here, man. Super stoked, and I'm happy that we opened it up, dude.
Dude, I'm happy as well. I'm happy as well. So, yeah. This is what we're doing. We're checking this out. I'm glad you guys checked that out. Really good cards. Some of these are going to be giveaways. Some of these are going to be giveaways for the future. We're not giving all of them away at once. Not saying we're giving away anything today, but I'm not saying we're not. There are a few giveaways in the mix, in the plans, but our goal is to give you a nice product and hope you enjoy it. If you guys are fans of any of these cards, though, let us know. DM us, and we'll see if you can.
Yeah, we're just gonna moving out the way for now from the screen, because now we're gonna get to a little bit more of a personal card collection, and I know Smoke's been wanting to bring it up for a little while, so I'm gonna let him start off with his
I'm
collection.
definitely going to start off. I only brought one. It was actually gifted to me yesterday by my good buddy Tokyo. It's my new favorite card. One football card that I do have, and this is Keenan Allen. It's 13 out of 33, and his number's 13. So it's super badass, dude. I really do appreciate it. Really good Charger fan. I like this one. Show some of your collection. You got something over there?
Oh, okay, dude. I'll definitely be showcasing a lot of my stuff for sure. But I'm gonna start with the weaker stuff, you know, because you got to build it up. So, quick glimpse to the camera. That's a stack.
Oh,
right
he's
there.
got a
Bam.
stack, bro.
But no, dude. Like I said, I'm gonna start with the weaker stuff, but it's still pretty cool to me, you know, as a collector. Not necessarily a Dodger fan, but I think this image right here is pretty cool. You got Freddie Freeman and you got Mookie Betts. Pretty sick card, dude. I just hold on to it because, first off, you guys might not know, but my dad is actually a Dodger fan. But it's just kind of cool, dude. This is what really started the super team. And onto another card, Angels, Shohei Ohtani with Mookie Betts saying, "Hey, bro, you should come over to this side." So I think these two cards right here that are a little bit more Dodger influence, they're pretty cool and they're worthy of just any collector's rotation.
Okay, all right. I'll match that. I don't like to go half-ass. I like to go full speed. So one card I really do like, you even commented on it, was this one right here. It's Luis Arias. This is my favorite series of Topps cards. It's called Stadium Series. There's really not much fluff on the front. You really just see the live emotion, his name, his stats are on the back. I really do like it. You said something earlier too about this card. This was the year he got his 3,000th hit or something like that.
No, I think this is where he won his batting title.
That's what it was.
Yeah, dude. And this one's marked 18 out of 28, so it's definitely worth something. If you could get it signed, eventually it'll be even worth more, dude. So again, we're still pretty new into the whole collecting game, but it's pretty tight, bro. And now I'll show you guys another two from my personal collection. Right here, we got this Toddy. It really ain't worth much, dude. It's probably worth maybe like $1.25 or something.
But it's yours.
Yeah, but first off, Smoke gave me this card right here. But personally, I like it the most because if you guys didn't know, this is the first time Tatis Jr. ever wore the City Connect uniform, and it also happened to be in Mexico City. And I was also at that game in the dugout, so I have
way.
to fucking keep this card 100%.
Oh, I'm glad I gave that to you. Then.
And this one right here, not really worth much. It was
That is
actually
cool, though.
a stadium give. I got this at Petco Park. Again, not really worth much, but I think it's really cool. Yu Darvish, one of my favorite pitchers of all time, dude. He's just nasty when it comes to pitching. And, it definitely has to be in the collection for sure, dude. So you got the Toddy, Mexico City, City Connect, and the Yu Darvish right here.
All right, another one of my favorites. I got this from one of my buddies. This is a Jackson Merrill rookie card holographic All-Star Game shirt. So, I mean, come on. You know he was the real rookie of the year. So this one really is cool because it kind of solidifies what's to foresee for his career. I was super happy when I got this card. I really do like this one a lot. Hell yeah.
All right, so since we're talking about Jackson Merrill, I'm gonna bust out some of my graded PSA ones. So I got two of these motherfuckers, to be honest. I purchased them off of eBay, but the grading, I sent it to be graded myself, dude. I thought I was gonna get a 10 out of these motherfuckers. That's why I got two fucking cards, but both of these fucking cards ended up being 8s. So now I'm stuck with 2 8s. But either way, dude, Jackson Merrill rookie cards, they're just badass, dude. They're actually pretty valuable cards. Both of these, probably worth around 80 to 120 bucks, depending on the buyer. But just getting them graded alone brings up the price. The card alone already is about 50 bucks. So, shout out to Jackson Merrill, the real rookie of the year.
The real rookie of the year. So this card is also an 8. I didn't get it graded. I purchased it graded, but I still love this card. This is one of my last of my favorites. I didn't bring the Junior Seau's today, but this is Fernando Tatis before he was a Padre, his prospect era when we got him. Really cool, really special card because, again, just like I said with the Merrill, you really don't know what to expect from a player at this stage of his career. But the fact that he was so special, this is a special card. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. And you guys might have noticed my shirt if you were tuning in a little earlier, but I'm definitely a Toddy fan, so I had to bust out my Toddy collection right here, dude. All of them rookie cards. So we got the Bowman Best right here, rookie card. Freaking love that. This one's money right here. Probably one of the most valuable in my collection.
You didn't show me that one.
Then you got another rookie card right here. Fernando Tatis.
That one's sexy.
All of these are graded 10. This one's probably the least valuable in my collection, but I just like it because the way that it looks, dude. You got the Padres on the side. It's got that like vintage old school look. You could probably find it on eBay for like about 50 bucks. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid at the time, but it's still pretty fucking sick, dude. I just like it because the card itself looks pretty goddamn badass, dude.
Ooh, I do like
And
it.
since we were talking, like Smoke said, before Toddy even came up to the big leagues, I gotta show you something that's lingering and one of my favorite in this Tatis collection. So this one's probably the one that's worth the most in my collection right
Damn.
here. Roughly between $300 to $400 retail price if you could find it
That's a
somewhere.
clean swing too. Look at that. That's a pretty fucking card.
Yeah, dude. So this one is Toddy back in 2018. So Bowman's best, probably one of his first baseball cards, right before he hit the majors. And I just gotta compare it to another one of my hidden collection cards right here, Fernando Tatis Sr. with the exact same swing. Look at that, dude.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. So just things that we have laying around at the house that collect a little dust, but also collect a little interest. So can't be too mad at that, man.
Hell no. Hey, put that one in the sleeve.
Oh, appreciate it, dude. All right. Any other couple ones you want to show off, Smoke?
Those are some of my favorites. I do have some Paul Skeens
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Running through the
Um,
camera real quick.
Yeah. So okay, actually no. Here's one. Here's an old school one. And my buddy looked at this. I didn't get it graded because it's not the best condition, but just the fact that I have is a pretty cool card. This is an old school Atlanta Braves Hank Aaron card. So yeah, definitely an old school one. One of my favorites. I do like the old school vibe of the cards. My man Vic is not a huge fan of those. They are very delicate though, so I agree with him for that reason. But I do like the old school vibe. So Hank Aaron's, man.
Yeah, big shout out to one of the best, and also another one of the best. I'm not necessarily a huge basketball fan, and we were talking a little NBA, but I have to show this one to you guys, man, because this one's sick, dude. So I got San Diego State Kawhi Leonard right before he jumped to the pros, dude.
That is sick.
Year 2011, minted at PSA 10. Definitely one of my favorite cards, dude. And he's one of the main reasons why I really root for the Clippers to get a championship, because that means that he would have got 3 rings with 3 different teams. And yeah, dude, I gotta give it to Kawhi, bro. He's a baller. He's injury prone, just like Mike Trout, but goddamn, he's special to watch.
So all right, I got some. Since we're getting off Padre topic, I got a Jeff Bagwell, dude. He was a great player. Definitely, it was a thorn in the Padres side every time we played the Astros. Really cool. It's numbered. It's not officially signed. I don't know if that's a real signature or not. I'm gonna be real with you, but it's 18 out of 75. Really do enjoy that card. One of my favorites, non-Padre. I have a few other ones. I like the last series better than this series, just to be honest. So I'm gonna probably continue to collect last series, but I have another one too. This one right here is really beautiful. Beautiful card. I feel like Bob Ross. So that prism. Yes, that is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that card is 461 out of 499. So, yeah, just to say the least, we are fans of cars. We don't know everything, but we do know we love baseball. And we love all San Diego sports, and that's kind of what this podcast is about. So shout out to Wave, shout out the Aztecs. I feel like got snubbed. You ladies should have been at the World Series tournament. Shout out to everybody. Shout out the Padres, FC, this Saturday. Are you ready? We're ready. Pirates, you're coming to town. You're going to get beat down. That's what happens when you mess with the Golden Brown. Yes, sir.
That's right. And before we get out of here with the whole card talk, I think I spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. I wanted to make sure that you see this official Topps Padres 2025 exclusive team collection. So we're going to unbox it. We're going to show you every single card that comes in the collection.
I would just keep it pristine.
No. Well, we got to show the people, dude. That's what we do. So here you go. On opening the box, it's done.
All right,
Done deal.
all 200, you better enjoy this.
So, of course, we got the face of the box, Mr. Jackson Merrill. Then I think you guys recognize that.
Trent
Mr.
Grisham.
Perfect Game, Dylan Cease. Oh, we got a Hassan
Xavier
Kim.
Navy.
Then we got Bogarts.
That Klesko,
You got
Steve Finley.
okay. So I pulled two. So we got Darvish and we got Jake Cronenworth. We got Michael King.
Jake Peavy.
Interesting. Manny Machado. It doesn't
I
even
have
look
that.
like
I have a
Manny.
holographic one of that one.
Oh, we got Luis Arias,
Louis Louis.
Joe Musgrove,
Hey,
Pull it
no, Java Joe.
Jurickson Profar. Shout out to Pro. He's
Ye-
still suspended, but shout out.
You're a jerk.
Then Donovan Solano. He did great for the Padres.
Mm.
Robert Suarez.
Bobby Fast.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Hey, the kid.
And no longer Tanner Scott. Plus, we also got an extra right here with Eggy Rosario. So, no Campusano. I'm
Ooh.
surprised.
No Camposano.
Oh, well.
Wow, he's gonna yope the hell out of this pack. Wow, those are all Padres. That's pretty cool though. I'm actually in awe. You know what? That's a cool little package. I wish some.
Yeah,
I wish
it
at
was
least
tight.
one was holographic, honestly. But
Yeah, I mean, they're going to give you the base cards, dude. So, I'm not overly surprised. The cool one will be Manny. Then who? Toddy.
Merrill, baby.
Musgrove is actually pretty sick. One of my favorites off of this pack. Merrill is pretty hard. I already have that one personally, but Suarez is kind of nice because who knows if he's gonna be a Padre at the end of the year. They're saying they're gonna extend him, so we'll see. We'll see.
I convinced him that it was smart to trade him, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, bro. A lot of cool stuff right here, bro. To be honest. But shout out to you guys, man. We appreciate everybody who tuned in, everybody who's been commenting. And we are actually going to get away from the baseball card joints. Now we got a bunch of cards on the table. Holy crap. But we are going to talk about these Padres, bro. Upcoming series against the Pirates. And they're going to be basically playing the hardest baseball that they're going to face most of this year, bro. NL, they got Dodgers. They got Giants, and I think they got the Diamondbacks too. Like, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. I heard it was gonna be like 24 games in 26 days or something like that. So basically, the whole entire month they're gonna be playing,
You know who I want? I want the damn Tigers. Let's go.
bro. And that's World Series type stuff right there. Because I do believe it's gonna come down to
Detroit,
Padres.
San Diego. Let's go.
and dude, another rematch. Because even last year, if the Padres would have made it there, it would have been Yankees Padres. But
Yeah, in Detroit, we almost won that World Series. That was a very close one. Detroit did beat us, and then we also went against the Dynasty Yankees. We had no chance, but we did put up a fight. Yeah, I'm ready. Am I too ahead of myself for thinking of playoff baseball? Yes, I am.
yeah, you sure are. Dude.
I definitely am. But do I think that there's a chance we can go to the dance? Oh, yes, you bet your bottom dollar I'm looking for some new dancing shoes. But until then, man, our next upcoming series is at home versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. I don't really know their record. I know they got Hayes. What was it? Cavarius? Something Hayes? Something K.A. Hayes. Pretty nasty. We're not going to face Paul Skeens. They're scared of us.
Not facing Paul Skeens. Now, no,
2
it's
years in
been
a row. 2 years in a row. They don't want us to face Paul
No,
Skeens.
three
For some-
series in a row.
Well, last year too.
Yeah, but it was a series last year and then 2 series now.
So
Maybe it could even be 4 series. I don't know. But Paul Skeens is just scared of the Padres. I have no idea.
we ain't
But
scared of him.
what up, bro? What's going on, Paul Skeens? We're about to just burn your cards right now.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but you do seem like you're scared of the Padres. I think we're gonna do really well against the Pirates. Lowe's, Home Depot, get your brooms ready because we're gonna sweep the damn Pirates. And who we playing after that?
After that, I think obviously they have a day off.
This guy's in
But
Candyland right now. All these cards.
yeah, dude, I'm just looking at all these freaking cards. I'm starting to separate them finally. Try to be a
I'm
little
trying to
bit
keep
more
us on
professional.
track right here.
But to be honest, I don't know exactly. All I know is that they play the Pirates But I guess apparently on Monday, that's when they start playing the Giants, dude. We
At
already know.
home or in LA or in SF?
No, we're actually away. We're playing in San Francisco.
That's fine.
We're actually on the road after this weekend with the Pirates. The Pirates going to be away against the Giants and the Brewers. See, I'm not too worried about the Giants, dude. I think we got them figured out, and not necessarily just the team, but the manager, bro. They know the manager. They know what he's gonna be pulling. So that's gonna be a win, two out of three. And the Pirates, that's gonna be almost a sweep, another 2 out of 3. But overall, throughout this long stretch, play 500 ball, and if you could get 4 more games on top of that, perfect, perfect.
We're only 2 out of first in the West.
Yeah, dude, 100%. So it's not gonna come down for first place until the Padres and the Dodgers face each other on the 9th, June 9th. It's written. Padres are gonna be battling the Dodgers for first place.
You know what's cool about that? That very last game is on a Wednesday, and the very next day there's the SD podcast.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna be talking mad smack, and we might even be at the game. We'll see.
We will see it. We might be quiet as hell. They may whoop our ass, but I don't think that's the case. I think we are ready for the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are injured, but they're ready for the Padres. No matter what, it's exciting baseball. There is a baseball brotherhood, and so they do love each other. You know, there's an extent. You know, come on. Do I hate Dave Roberts? No. Do I hate the Dodgers manager? All day, every day. You know, Dave Roberts was a former Padre.
Yeah, that's the truth, dude. I mean, he did manage the team pretty well for the World Series. I'll gotta give him to that, man. I mean, he's the reason why they made it there. They only had a bullpen. They never had arms. But I mean, Dave Roberts, he's gonna end up being a baseball legend, bro. Would you like it or not? He's on the road to being a baseball legend.
I kind of like it. I like Dave Roberts. I never was an anti-Dave Roberts guy. I've been an anti-Tommy Pham guy.
I like Tommy Pham, dude. I don't care if he got stabbed out in Pacers. It's kind of a cool story, to be honest.
Well, besides that story, you see how he treats fans and stuff. You seen all?
Oh yeah, he's a dick for sure. But I mean, hey, he's down. He's down. That's all you gotta say, bro. He's down. He's fucking down, dude. That's Tommy Pham, bro. He's gonna be out there
because all these guys like super Kim fans. Like I never was a huge fan of Hassan Kim.
I like Kim. I think he was exciting to watch, but like,
see, look at that. He started with That's how you know.
But I mean, I wasn't like in love with his like gameplay or
just like Josh Hader. Josh Hader didn't seem like a Padre. You know,
exactly. Josh Hader was cool. You know, exciting moment. You know, striking out the Dodgers and whatnot. But like, he was kind of a wuss, to be honest. He never really wanted to do 2 innings.
Yeah, he refused, right? A few times.
Yeah, dude, he's kind of a jerk. Yeah, forget that guy, dude. But all I know is that these Padres, these next road trips, they're gonna be put to the test, dude. Luckily, it's NL teams. The main test right now in this upcoming road trip is gonna be the Brew Crew, but we'll get to it next week when we dissect a little bit more into the Brew Crew. But for now, it's take on the Pirates, take on the Giants. Pirates is at home, a potential sweep. And with the Giants, 2 out of 3 in their house is great, dude.
Also, let's go Wave. And let's go SDFC because they both got champion. They both not champion, but they've got games this weekend.
Yes, sir. And let's go OKC because they're about to be the next NBA champions.
Let's go Pacers because I think you guys got a chance.
Oh, man. Well, it's been a great episode, dude. I'm pretty sure we could cover up a couple more things, but
it was fun. Hey, you see him working right now. He's making packages. We got giveaways coming up in the next few shows, so definitely stay tuned. Follow us, man. You know what we're doing.
Dude, so far, one of my favorite cards right here is going to be this guy right here.
So that one may not be for giveaway.
No, it definitely will be. All right. Well, we'll see. All right. We'll keep you guys tuned, but we appreciate everybody tuning in. We hope you guys had a great time. We are kind of sorry that we didn't get to the comments, at least in this episode, but you saw the whole card segment took a little while, but I'm glad that we ran it. And if you guys do continue to like what we do, just give us a little like, man. Give us a little like, a little share on the clips. And we'll keep it rocking, bro. These cards may be for sale or they may be for giveaways. Let us know what you think, man.
Yeah, shout out Top, shout out Saquon, shout out Padre, shout out Triple OG Comics, shout out Humble Photography, shout out all you guys, man. We love the support, man. Keep it going.
Yeah,
Let's go.
shout out
Indonesia.
Shout out to Coastal Sports Cards from Carlsbad. They're down in the village. They're the ones that hooked me up with the 59 card pack. So big shout out. We got some cool pools right here. So super stoked, man.
Yeah, shout out with that one Padre pool. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, we got to get up out of here. We will see you next week. Go Padres. Go SDFC. Go Wave. And go SD Podcast. We will see you next week. LFGSD, baby.
Oof.